In today's video, we are going to go through a rundown of my collection, where my thoughts are, what I'm feeling, and what I'm going to be doing going forward. This is a bit of a bonus update because I think I'm going to be releasing this on Saturday. So it's going to be like 2 episodes in 1 week, which I haven't done in a very long time. So I hope you enjoy. If you do, smash a like, maybe subscribe to the channel. Who knows? But going forward, yeah, like I said, this is going to be a rundown of what I'm collecting, what I've got rid of, what I've sold. As you will see in the title, I have sold at least one of my collections and a few other little bits as well. We'll go into that, and then yeah, that's the premise of the video. Woohoo! So over the last couple of months, since I sort of like have slowed down on the YouTube front, I've been contemplating getting rid of, a couple of collections, or at least a couple of things, few things in the collection, just to recoup some money and, use it to go towards more PlayStation 3 or, whatever I want. Just to redistribute really, because I'm not getting use out of certain things in my collection, which I think it's a good thing to recap and actually, rediscover your passions and where you actually want to go. Especially doing a hobby like this, I absolutely adore it. I love playing video games and I love collecting them, hence why I've got this room. Look at it, it's beautiful. I will not stop going on about it because it's my pride and joy. And there's some big upgrades as well coming to the room, hopefully in the next couple of weeks as well. So there's so much going on. I'm trying to do it bit by bit, but sometimes things just take time. Do you know what I mean? It just take time. So in this video, yeah, my thoughts and feelings going forward have changed. Like I said, over the last couple of months, a collection has gone, and I think I've spoke about it a couple times over the last few months, tail end of last year, I think. So without further ado, I'm not going to hold you waiting for this one at all, because I've got a few of the games still here. They're not all gone. It is PSP. I'm getting rid of my PSP, slash I've got rid of my PSP. I've got probably about 20 to 30 games left to sell. They're all up on my Vinted. I won't plug it in the description because obviously if you want to buy PSP games, buy them because you want them, not because you're trying to support me. It is what it is. I'm forever grateful, but I don't expect it. So if you stumble upon them, great. If you don't, great. It's one of those. Yeah, so the bottom line is I have got rid of my PSP. I traded that into CEX along with my VR headset, the Oculus Rift S, because as much as VR is great, it's just not in a position that it's more than a gimmick, if that makes sense. It's good for like 15 minutes and then you can just lay it down and not touch it for like 2 months. It's crazy. And you need an insane amount of space just to play it, or an insane PC just to run it. I know you can get obviously the Quest 2, Quest 3, whatever, which are like self-enclosed consoles, if you like. But with the Rift S, you have to have a PC and everything, and you're actually got the cable into your PC, so you're tethered. Yeah, so I got rid of the Rift S. I got a really good price on that, to be fair. I really did. I think I paid, I can't remember, it's on video as well, one of my old pickup videos. I think I paid like 45 quid for it, something like that. Vintage, boxed, complete, very good condition, very good condition. I traded that in with the PSP, which got me a healthy voucher of around 170, I think, £165, something like that. The PSP, you might have thought, why did I trade it in instead of selling it second hand? They are roughly the same sort of price second hand as they would offer you even on discounted price in trading. It's like 60 quid, something like that, £65. I got discounted because I didn't have the original charger. I had like an off-brand one, which obviously I knew that was going to get discounted anyway, so it's not too bad. And yeah, I think I got box price for the Rift S, which really brought it up, which was really good. I was really happy with that. So yeah, I got like 160 quid just for those two, which is peak Haven't actually spent it yet. And obviously with the previous, I think, vintage pickups I did a couple of months ago, probably at this point, one of my latest videos on the channel, which is crazy. Um, I got like a £50 voucher as well. So we're sitting on like £210, £220 voucher. I have spent some voucher previously as well, which I'm going to go through as a separate video. About 120, 130 quid. But currently I have about 210, 220 quid on vouchers from CEX, which is really good. I'm been trying to put together a basket as we speak on CEX. I think I've whittled it down to like half a dozen things. We'll see how it goes. So that's the voucher side of things, and that's a couple of the things that I've actually sold. So I've got obviously a few games to sell, Silent Hill Origins as being one of them. I was in two minds whether I should sell it or not, but if I don't have the console to play it on, what is the point in keeping it? Like, no matter what like attachment you have to it, what's the point? I can't play it. I don't have a PSP anymore. What's the point? So I thought, you know what, that's fair enough. Stick it up. I've been able to sort of have yeah, there's a few like collector's editions and sort of special editions as well up on there. But yeah, the bottom line is I just not, it's not for me. I wasn't getting the use out of the PSP, so you know, what is the point in keeping it? If somebody else can get the use out of it. I know CX charge an arm and a leg for just a discounted PSP. I think it's like 90 quid, £95, something like that, which to me is quite a lot of money. But I suppose if you're using vouchers, it's not too bad. Not too bad. What else? Yes, I have also. I would show you them, but I can't because I've already posted them and they're gone. I've sold my only on PlayStation sleeves. Yes, woo. I know. Sell out, cop out, whatever. Yeah, I already know. Okay, don't worry about it. Yeah, I sold them because I just, they're good. They're lovely. Are you really going to complete them too much? Am I bothered about spending that sort of money on sleeves? No, not really. They're cool to have, and hats off to anybody who actually has the full set. I just wanted the extra cash. That's literally the bottom line. They didn't. They, I think on my notes I have like how much they actually owed me. I believe it's like 15 quid for the whole three. I had what, Last of Us, Spider-Man 2, and God of War. I think they all owe me like 15 quid, and I got 50, I think, for them, all three, which isn't too bad. I was happy enough. They sell quite quickly on Vinted, to be fair, which isn't a surprise. But they're gone as well, so we're not really going to be focused. If they come up, you know, if I see them, boom, I'll buy them. But like, I won't buy them to keep. I'll probably just buy them to flip. It's just the way it is. It's a dog eat dog world, so you know, I might go back into them in the future. I don't know, but you know, like I said, if I stumble upon them, I will probably buy them at a good price. But I'm not paying like retail like stupid prices for like the Bloodborne one and the what is it, the Uncharted 4 one, I believe is quite expensive. So yeah, that is where we're at in regards to what I've kind of got rid of. There's not too much else that I'm thinking of even trying to get rid of or changing, I think, at the moment. But in regards to actually bringing stuff in, now that is an interesting topic. It really is. Obviously I've got my vouchers from CEX and got a little bit in my Vinted at the moment. You know, parcels are coming in thick and fast at the moment. I think I've got one already that's got delivered yesterday. I've got a couple more coming. Um, but yeah, I'm looking for like the more like pinpoint what I want now. I've been buying quite a lot of PS4 stuff, which is quite surprising. I feel like I go through stages of PS3, PS4, PS3, PS4. Um, it's not a bad thing. I like it. I enjoy it. In regards to retro, I've still got obviously my Mega Drive. I think I might be focusing on that a little bit more harder in the coming weeks. I've got another boxed console coming, which I will be very excited when that arrives. I can't wait for that. I nearly forgot about that, actually saying that. Nearly. But I didn't. It's a retro console which coincides with the Mega Drive. Um, Got that for a cracking deal. Already have one, but I don't have a boxed one. There's a couple of other consoles I kind of want to add to the collection. Um, One of them being the Xbox Crystal, the original Xbox Crystal one. It has to be the Crystal, or else there's no point in me getting one. I think they're absolutely stunning consoles, even though they are like a big brick. But the Crystal one, they hit the nail on the head. They really did. And yeah, that is peak. Do you know what? I was thinking this the other day actually. I know I'm rambling, but it's a point, okay? If you have, let me know your opinions and thoughts down below in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Yeah, I really would. Let me know how you're doing. Yeah, I was thinking this the other day. What I really wish happened, especially in like the PS3 era, was the PS3 did more special editions instead of just colors. You get a red one, you get a blue one, you can get a white one. Obviously, I've got the white one, best console ever, by the way. You can get like different colors, but they don't do special editions like they do with the Xbox 360. With the Xbox 360, you've got the R2D2 one, you've got Gears of War, you've got Call of Duty, I think, had a couple on there. You've got so many like special edition consoles for certain games. You don't really get that on the PlayStation 3. On the PS4, you do. There's quite a fair few special edition PS4s, which are pretty cool. But PS3, sadly, this is not, and that makes me sad. Is a bottom line. It makes me sad. I just wish they did more, limited edition sort of thing. That'd be pretty cool, but they don't. But the Xbox Crystal is something that I kind of want to add. I'm itching for one. I really am. Do I have space for it? Probably yes and no. If you ask the missus, she'd definitely say no. If you ask me, absolutely. I've got a couple of things to upgrade the room coming, I think, next week as well. It's all coming up Millhouse. It really is. And I could not be more happy or more excited for it. Obviously, I've got like my whole pickups, which you might feel like I'm putting it off. I'm not. It's just going to take probably like 2 or 3 videos to get through them. Like, there's probably like 35, 40 games, something like that. So maybe not 40, maybe like closer to 30, 35 games, something like that. In total, it's just a lot. So we might split that into 2 videos. Don't know. Um, that's basically where my head is at. Like, I'm making decisions and just going forward with it. I would like to add a couple more consoles on the horizon as well. A couple of box ones because I do like collecting box consoles. I don't have too many at the minute. I've got like 4. I'd like to add a little bit more, but we're getting there. So slowly and surely, we're getting there on that front. They take up a lot of space, which is kind of annoying, but they are gorgeous and it's good to have. It really is. There's, like I said, I'd like to get a Crystal Xbox. There's a handheld that I wouldn't mind getting, like the PSVR. I wouldn't mind. I'm not 100% sold on it. If I did buy it, I'd probably buy it to mod, which, I'm I'm an denarin. I am, because they're still holding a very good price. What, 130, 140 quid, I think, from CEX for like the unboxed one. I've had one previously, but I'd like to get another one, especially now that I've sold the PSP. I've still got my Switch, which I might dabble into it a little bit more now that the Switch 2 has been announced, and hopefully Switch games will go down in price. Hopefully they still command, solid prices in my opinion. But yeah, we're going to focus essentially on PlayStation 3 because I'm in love with that console. We're going to focus more on the Sega Mega Drive because, again, it deserves the love, and I think I've just let it go to the wayside a little bit. Then we're just going to focus. They're my 2 main priorities going forward, and adding a couple of more actual consoles is my priorities right now. Um, we'll see. The PS4 just literally sorts itself out. PS2 again sort of sorts itself out. There's only a handful of actual games that I really want on the PS2 system. I've got like 300 of them, nearly ish. Um, but like higher end ones, there's literally a half dozen, maybe. Same with the PS1. I'd like to add a few more PS1 games because again, I think it's a collection that gets very neglected by me, which is really sad indeed. So there's a few games on there that I'd love to add. Xbox 360 is what it is. I'm adding just essentially games that weren't ever released on the PlayStation 3. I'd like to get Bully. I'd like to get Gun, King Kong as well. There's a Burnout on there as well, I think, that I'd like to get because they never came out on the PS3 because it was like a year or two later. Always annoys me, but here we are. But that's where my head's at. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. I know it's a very talky episode. I'm aware there's not too much eye candy at all, apart from me, clearly. Um, but yeah, that's the idea. I'm very happy in the position where I am currently. Very grateful. Yeah, it's just so much going on, so much. Um, yeah, it's crazy. But if you think me selling the PSP and stuff was a good idea, let me know. If you think I did a wrong decision, let me know also. Not that it really matters now because the actions are done, so it is what it is. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. If you've enjoyed this episode as a kind of Brucey bonus episode, leave a like on the video. Consider subscribing to the channel as well because we are on our road to 1800 subscribers slowly, but we're getting there. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.